know about you guys. I'm a very impatient person, and if I was owning my own business, I wouldn't have 6 to 12 months to rank higher in search engines. So that's where, while you're waiting for your SEO to really start driving you some results, pay-per-click advertising comes in, and it's an excellent way to instantly drive traffic to your website. We're using Google as an example, but as we talked about earlier, you can do it on Yahoo, you can do it on Bing, you can do it on Ask.com. You can even do it on Facebook. This has become a really popular thing here in our organization. We've been helping customers do pay-per-click on Facebook recently. Great things about all of these, wherever you're doing your pay-per-click, is that it's great for immediate exposure and results. Once your ad gets up, we had a customer down in Sumner County who we had his ad up on Thursday, and he had the best weekend. He's a mattress company. He had the best weekend that he had in like 3 months because it went up and people were searching for mattresses online, and they found him and they called him up and came on in. It's a great way to drive qualified traffic to your website, because what you do is you have to choose your keywords, or you have you hire a company to do it for you and they choose them for you, like ourselves, but you choose significant keywords that you want. So if you're a mattress company, you're obviously going to choose mattresses. I want to target anybody looking for mattresses. So the only people that are going to see that ad is people searching for mattresses. Or if you're an auto dealer, you're going to choose cars. So you tie your ad to specific keywords, so you know it's targeted. You know the only person seeing that is someone who's actually searching for your products. Because no one's, for fun, is going in and searching. If I'm not in the market for a mattress, I'm not going to be searching for a mattress. So, the ad only shows when users, as I said, only shows when that key term is put in the search engine. So we tell them when we want to see the ad show up. What I'm referring to, again, is this right up here for your paid search. A nice thing about the Google pay-per-click or Yahoo is that you get hard results on how your campaign did. You get these online campaigns just like this. These reports come out once a month. And like here you can see, this is Brentwood Granite's. Their campaigns are countertops, tile, and cabinets. Those are the 3 campaigns they have running. They have a daily, it shows your daily budget, shows how many clicks that they received, shows their impressions. For example, on this one, they had 137 clicks, but they had 4,089 impressions on their ad. So 4,000 times people saw that ad. So they saw their ad 4,000 times, but 137 clicked through. Now the great thing about pay-per-click is you only pay when somebody goes to your website. So they got branding for 4,089 people, but they only paid for the 137 who actually went to their website. So that's a great way to get additional branding, and you're only paying for the ones that actually get there. So, and it gives you your full campaign report, tells you how much dollars are spent in Google. With any pay-per-click company, I'd make sure that you get these. They are provided straight from Google, so you know that the money you're investing, that you are getting that money back from them. Okay, great thing, as I said, advertiser only pays when a search person clicks through. Payment is based on a bidding system, so it's very easy to budget. A lot of people say, oh, I don't want people to be clicking on my ad and I'm going to run up a $1,000 budget. How do I do that? Well, we tell Google how much to spend. So for Brentwood Granite, for example, and he's given us permission to share his information, or we wouldn't really normally talk about our clients and what they do, but he has a small budget. He uses a very small budget. He spends about $250 a month, and what happens is we have a daily budget of, I think it's something like it depends on the campaign, $5, $6 a day. Sometimes you can run them just Monday through Friday if you don't want them on the weekends. And once his ad has had its daily clicks, we shut it off. It shuts off automatically. So it's gone. So no one sees it anymore. So if you say your budget's $300 or you say your budget's $3,000, it'll fulfill that budget. And once that budget's gone, it's gone. So if you want it down in a week or a month, we tell it everything to do. So there's also another popular question we always get is, what if my competitor is going to go in and click on my ad and click on my ad? Well, Google Smart has got programming where it only allows each IP address to click on that ad in a month. time span. Yep.
Sorry to interrupt you, but
No, that's
along
wonderful.
those lines, like it would be hard to go in and click on somebody's ad. It's hard to find somebody's ad, right? Like you can't just.
No, if you try hard enough, you can find. Yeah, if you know that your competitor is targeting keywords and they're on Google doing this. Actually, one of the tools Chris showed you, SEMrush, you can go find out exactly what keywords they're using and the
So
ads.
you would search though, you would find their keywords, search their exact keywords, and then.
Yeah, you can find them then.
Their ad would show up.
Yeah, their ad would show up, and then you click on, unless their daily budget was gone. But if you really, really wanted to find that ad, you could find it if you had that time to do that. But they could only, they'd waste just a couple dollars a month because Google's smart enough to know that the IP address just went in there at once. So sometimes competitors will target keywords. There's actually 2 auto dealers in our market here who target each other's keywords. I won't name their names, but they go after each other's keywords. And when I first moved here, we wanted to figure out what time Shoney's breakfast brunch was done. So I put in Shoney's Nashville, and up came, find a Denny's near you. So I was like, oh, they're a pay-per-click management company. They need a new one because I live in Bellevue and there's no Denny's out there, so you have to drive 30 miles. So I wasn't the best target, but but you can do things like that. So, questions? Yeah, go for it.
What if you set your advertising budget $3,000 on pay-per-click, but you don't use it all? Does it carry over, or is it like monthly, or how does that work if you don't use it all up?
It should, for our customers, if it doesn't use all the way up, for example, for your industry, mattress, it's probably, you're the expert, and it probably dips a little bit in December, and it's not a strong month, so maybe there's not a lot of people out there searching. That dollars, if you only spent $2,000, it should roll over to the next month.
Okay.
So it should never. And on that point, I'm not sure if you have someone managing it. There are 2 types of ways that pay-per-click management companies bill out, and some will mark up clicks. So if the click really costs $2.20, they will upcharge it for 40% and say, okay, this has cost you $3.50 when it never really did, and that's how they make their money. Or the other way is how we do it, which a lot of companies do the same way too, is it's a percentage of your budget, which we believe is much more ethical than the first way. But where if you say it's like $500 is my budget, we do a 25% maintenance fee of managing that. And that's the way, if you're out there shopping around for those companies, that's the preferred way, because then you know. It's kind of why I said, ask for your report, because these come religiously the first of every month. My email box goes, it fills up. I get about 50 of them for all our clients. So they come out, and you can really see your results, and you really should know how much that is, how much that click is, because you know how much a click to your website is worth to you. So.
Do you recommend, could it work to your disadvantage to include keywords in your campaign that kind of fall into what you're doing? They would fall into what your content on your website is, but maybe not as well as some of your other keywords. So you have I guess if it doesn't exactly describe what you're doing, should you not include it? I guess is what I'm asking.
Well, if you're like Walmart targets keywords that have nothing to do with them all day long. But if you are a large business that has you have a large budget for pay-per-click, and you can do that, that's just more exposure and more opportunity for you. The click-throughs will be low, and obviously no one's going to click on your ad if if it's not of interest to them. However, majority of the people that we deal with are small, medium, right underneath the national level, is they don't have that type of budget. So the greatest thing about pay-per-click is that it's targeted. So I would recommend to all of my clients to do it as targeted as possible.